Well, becoming an astronaut, little girls and boys dream about it. They build the rockets, they watch the launches. NASA explores the unknown in air and space and has inspired our wanderlust for discovery for decades. And now it has a new administrator. Billionaire Isaacman was just sworn in for the top job at NASA. Isaacman is the founder of Draken International, a company that provides tactical fighter aircraft and training to the U.S. military. He's also a highly respected pilot with more than 7,000 hours of logged flight time, 15 world flight records, and 2 commercial space flights with SpaceX. Now, Isaacman is in charge of leading NASA's mission to return humans to the moon before eventually sending astronauts to Mars. NASA's newest administrator, Isaacman, joining me now. Congratulations, Jared.
Oh, thank you very much. Honored to serve.
Well, let me tell you something. I'm honored to talk about something right now, if you don't mind. Full disclosure here, one of my best friends for decades is Reed Wiseman, who will be moon-bound soon with his crew as he commands the Artemis II mission. What do you hope that these astronauts achieve for us, Jared, and your message to them as they get ready to launch?
Well, I'm a big fan of Reed's. He's a great commander, and he's assembled an exceptional crew on Artemis II. So, I mean, this is incredibly exciting times. We're a matter of weeks away, essentially. Within the next couple months, we're going to send American astronauts around the moon. Now, that's the first time we've done that in more than a half a century. But this is just one step on a far grander journey. So just today, the president released a national space policy. I was just in the Oval Office as he signed the executive order, where it commits the United States not just to returning to the moon, not just for the footprints and planting the flags, but actually building a base, establishing the infrastructure on the moon, so that when we return, we actually can stay this time.
So the U.S. is racing to put American astronauts on the moon before China, as you know. Are you concerned about the ability to do that?
I think that's a very fair question. So NASA was at its best in the 1960s when we faced a geopolitical rival during the space race, and we won. And now we are faced once again with another great competitor. And I will tell you that China is moving at absolutely impressive speeds. NASA does have the absolute best and brightest from across the country. You know, we've always maintained the superiority in the ultimate high ground of space. The president just recommitted us to that with his executive order. So I have no doubt that we will be able to return before our arrival. And again, this time, when we get there, we're going to stay.
So during your confirmation hearing, you said you were there with a message of urgency. You've touched on that a bit here, but can you just give us a little bit more of what you mean by that?
Well, I mean, the space is the ultimate high ground, and that has mattered for, tactical and strategic significance, since the beginning of humankind, essentially. Now, NASA's job is the peaceful exploration of space, but it is not lost on us that, our great competitor can be looking at space for can militarize space and look at it for strategic purposes that we don't want to overlook at all. So these are things that have economic and scientific potential, but also national security reasons. So in pursuit of that high ground, for all the right reasons, we should return to the moon, we should establish the infrastructure, and then we should look on to Mars and beyond.
Let me follow up on that because NASA, it used to be at the forefront of America's scientific achievement. And now space travel, it's becoming a bit of a playground for billionaires, quite honestly. And so what do you say to those who are saying, the golden age of NASA, it's over?
Oh, that couldn't be farther from the truth. Well, first of all of the taxpayers should be thrilled that there are a lot of wealthy individuals that are happy to contribute their resources into this great grand endeavor. I mean, what we accomplished in the 1960s was extraordinary, but that was 4.5% of the discretionary budget. So I would think people would celebrate the fact that you have, entrepreneurs like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos pouring resources into capabilities for the benefit of essentially all of humankind. There has been hardships throughout all of human history. We don't push the pause button on progress. We continue to try and make the world a better place for our children while addressing some of the real challenges here on Earth. I think a great example of that is Starlink satellites that help those facing natural disasters all around the world. I think the simple answer here is we can do both, and we're very grateful for all the great entrepreneurs that are contributing to this effort.
One more question, Jared. This was actually your second try at becoming NASA administrator. You were nominated earlier this year, but Trump pulled your nomination during his pretty high-profile falling out with Elon Musk. I know Elon Musk is one of your very good friends. How did you get things back on track? And how are you going to prove to Trump that, hey, I am the right person for this job?
Well, I mean, hopefully, that proving it to the president already took place, because he did nominate me for the position. I was confirmed, and I was just in his office right now as we were talking about this absolutely important executive order he signed on our national space policy. The reality is I'm actually not friends with Elon Musk. I led two very notable missions to space recently, Inspiration 4 and then Polaris Dawn. I think he, along with a lot of others, saw it was an opportunity to do an awful lot with very little, and in an inspirational way. I think that earned his confidence, along with many others, and ultimately the President of the United States.
Jared Isaacman, as time rolls on, I hope you'll come back and talk to us about what you're getting done as new administrator. Appreciate your time, Jared.
Thanks for your time.